Okay. Currently one card in the hand, which is utterly useless. Give me that Starfire. Nope, no Starfire. Alright, fine. Silverhand Knight, followed by Soul of the Forest.
Ready, sir.
Will be the play. There we go.
Job's done.
Okay, so that's a lot of threats. It's going to be difficult for him to remove those.
You face Jiraxis.
It's Jiraxis! Oh! Damn it! Ah, that is terrible news, ladies and gentlemen. Jiraxis. Of all the things you could have had in an Arena Warlock deck, it had to be Jiraxis. Oh, right, okay. So, we've got a couple of turns before we die horribly from Jiraxis murdering us. Bear in mind, he's still on pretty low health. We got Treants. Yay. Iron Bark Protector comes out. Ideal. Pretty much what we needed at this point. Alright, armor up and commence the beating. Jiraxis is good, but he doesn't have very high health, and he takes about 2 turns to get going, because you need to go Inferno, and that Inferno will have a sleeping minion, so he won't be able to attack with it. So, that's... he's got to kill me now, really. What's he got? He's got a Shadow Flame. Even if he's got that, that doesn't actually kill the Iron Bark Protector. So, does he have anything? I think he might be dead regardless. Blood Imp comes out. That's not going to help him. He's got 7 mana left, 3 cards. What's he got? Scarlet Crusader, not going to help him. What else he got? Succubus, not going to help him. And he's dead. He cannot do a damn thing. So, I am sorry, Jiraxis. You may be Eredar, Lord of the Burning Legion, but... you just got beaten to death by a tree. That's pretty embarrassing. No Jiraxis for you. Now we can fix the graphics problem. Alright, 3-1. Not bad, not bad. Pretty happy with that. Okay. I'm going to jump out and fix this graphics problem. I'm just going to restart Hearthstone. That'll probably do the trick. In the meantime, enjoy... the fragrance of dark-colored coffee.
Welcome to my end. Welcome to my end.
Alright folks, we are back in, so let's rock and roll and hope that the graphics aren't broken once again. Currently 3-1 on this Druid deck, let's see how far we can go with it. Yeah, Jiraxis is really scary, but only if you've got... the problem is playing Jiraxis as a desperation move means you die, right? You've got to be in a decent position when you play Jiraxis. You need the ability to protect him. You can't just let him sit there, because he takes 2 turns to really get rolling. And that's simply because usually you don't have the mana, unless you save the coin, yeah, I know, which is very unlikely, to summon an Infernal on the same turn. I think the way around that is to have a pint-sized summoner or a summoning portal, then you can summon an Infernal. But on its own, Jiraxis is powerful, but not as crazy as people might expect it to be. Alright, Flusterduck, the warrior. Let's rock and roll. We've got a Knife Juggler and a Power of the Wild and a Dalaran Mage to start us off. It's pretty good. Oh, we got so many options on turn 2. Wow, okay. We'll rock and roll. Okay, don't run into all that many warriors, so I can definitely be taken by surprise by warrior decks. I don't feel they're that good in arenas, but you'd be surprised. Okay, Elven Arch comes out first, followed up by a Wisp. Which actually, funnily enough, is the right play for once. So I think what we're probably going to do here is we're going to shapeshift instead of playing any of our creatures because they can actually be murdered by this efficiently. So we're not going to let him do that. We're just going to kill one of his creatures off with a shapeshift. As dumb as this sounds, we're going to kill that because it costs more mana, even though it's identical in stats. That and it shot me, and I don't like him. So it's mostly out of principle. Can't let him get away with that kind of nonsense. Absolutely not. Alright, so we need to be able to safely play a Knife Juggler. So on turn 3, actually is it turn 2? Or is it turn 3? I think it's turn 3. They can bring out a Fiery War Axe. So that can be concerning. Alright, that's still like 2 damage potential there. He's got a good amount of momentum with that. It's surprising. Usually you don't expect 2 creatures out in turn 1 there. But because of that Wisp, he's actually got more momentum than I would have expected. So I think the best play here is to go Dalaran Mage, because anything else I play is going to trade, and it's not going to trade in my favor. So we're going to play the Dalaran Mage here. It's got the strength it needs to take those kind of hits. And then what we can do after that is we can actually turn this into a 3/8 taunt, if we like. Or we can turn it into a 6/4 with a Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Nature, even. So that's pretty good. Alternatively, we can go Knife Juggler Direwolf Alpha, which potentially kills that Wisp off, which is pretty good. So, yeah, we got options now. Got to be a little bit patient. Alright, Acolyte of Pain. This is bad news. The reason this is bad news is because, unfortunately, the Acolyte of Pain can benefit a lot from this Knife Juggler. Don't like that. Okay. What options do we have? Well, we could go Direwolf Alpha, and then immediately kill off that Acolyte of Pain. But Knife Juggler is the most efficient play. The risk is there's a 25% chance that I give him one more card than I intend to give him, okay? That's the risk. So, okay, RNG Gods, do your worst. Excellent. RNG Gods gave me exactly what I wanted. Sweet. And that is the trade. He gets 1 card, and then he loses, and then I gain massive board advantage. That's what we like to see. Iron Beak Owl. Nasty, but that's still a 4/2. Cleave. Oh, that was, yeah, RNG in his favor right there. Okay, he suddenly gains momentum back. Ouch. He's coining. What's his follow-up? Murloc Raider. Okay. Alright, so that was pretty good from him. I do have a card advantage. Young Priestess can be played, but will die immediately if I do. No way to protect her right now. Raging Worgen and Power of the Wild is a possibility here. It's a very good possibility, too. We might do that. So we can still kill off 2 creatures with this guy. In fact, we can kill 3. If we hit the Dalaran, if we hit that Novice Engineer, and then we Panther up. Yeah, okay. Alright, this is the play. Raging Worgen. Power of the Wild for the +1/+1. There we go. And then we kill off that creature. There we go. So that forces him, if he wants to get rid of that, that forces him into a 2-for-1 trade. Either way, he's in a 2-for-1 trade situation, because he probably wants rid of that Raging Worgen. But we'll see. He might have something in his hand that will alleviate that. We don't really need a taunt on the field right now. I want to save this taunt.
What now?
Okay, let's see what he's got. Anything good? I will press the Zul'Gurub summoning button. What you got? What you got? Tell me. Apparently not too much, it would seem. No obvious plays, anyway. So these are pretty powerful. Generally speaking, you want to get rid of the Raging Worgen here. Okay, does he have one more creature to follow that up with? No, he doesn't, so that's not too helpful for him. He'll probably trade both of these. Okay, that's actually fine. That was a bad play by him. The reason is that he's just left that wide open to die in a straight trade for the Dalaran Mage, and the Dalaran Mage won't even die in the process. And that also leaves the board clear for a Young Priestess. So that was a mistake, in my opinion. I don't like what he just did. We might even mark a nature here for attack and make this guy an absolute beast. Or we can turn him into that big taunt that we were talking about. He could be dangerous. That could be a powerful creature. Alright. Yeah. Let's do that. Do we want to give him... It's risky to do a +4 attack right here, because if he has anything which does 2 damage coming in, then I'm in serious trouble. So, we're going to go with the taunt. Alright, so this guy right here is about to be a manly gnome. Very much so. He's going to be a 3/6 taunt gnome. That's very strong. Very strong. And that's going to protect that young priestess as well. So that's pretty scary. And she's going to do work, and she's going to become very valuable. So let's see what his follow-up is. Twilight Drake, not a strong play. He doesn't have much in his hand. Fairy Dragon is the follow-up there. Alright. Can we kill that? Yeah, we can. And we just got Swipe, which is exactly what I need here, because that kills his board. It's gone. It goes pop. The wonderful thing about Swipe and Dalaran Mage, it affects both sources of damage. Oh yeah, 5/2. Splat, splat, splat. It all goes away. And now he hates life. And rightfully so. Now we beat him into the ground, and Manly Gnome. There's his gains, 6/7. 3/7, in fact. He didn't miss leg day. It's looking good. Looking swole. So that leaves us with what? A great advantage. And a turn 8 Ironbark Protector potentially, yeah? Nightblade. Rubbish card. Forever a rubbish card. He's armoring up. He's just trying to weather the storm right now. Fairy Dragon cannot be targeted by spells. It's not unaffected by them. Yeah, that's the difference. You can't directly target a Fairy Dragon with spells, but I didn't. I targeted the thing next to it. So it was killed by the splash, essentially. Alright, well, I don't have to play the Ironbark Protector now. I don't have to. There's no need. It's absolutely worthless. Also, this would appear to be some weird Japanese thing, so let's not listen to that. Let's listen to something else entirely. Let's listen to more Zircon. A Warhead. There we go. Let's go with that. Alright, so plays. We could take a hit here, and we could actually directly remove this Nightblade if we so desire. I want this Acolyte of Pain out. In fact, I think we're going to Acolyte of Pain... We could Acolyte Pain Soul of the Forest here, actually. Yeah, that might not be bad. Now, do we ignore the Nightblade? I think we do, actually. I really do. I don't think we need to worry too much about that right now.
Vaporization commencing.
If I hit it, then he'll be able to trade it next turn. I'd rather we didn't do that. Okay, 1 health in the Acolyte of Pain. That's really good. Emperor Cobra. Could be dangerous, certainly. But not really what he needs right now. I will need to eliminate that before playing my Ironbark Protector, but that shouldn't be too problematic. It is only a 2/3. So we can get rid of it, potentially. Stranglethorn Tiger comes out. That's no taunt. Right. So what we'll do next turn is most likely sack the Young Priestess and a Shapeshift to kill that, unless we get something better, which we didn't. Now, he's got a lot of overwhelming damage here, which is why I'm not going to play my Ironbark Protector. Because he can kill it. He'll trade... I don't know, though. We might. Because, hey, if he runs a Stranglethorn Tiger and a Nightblade into that Ironbark Protector, then that's done its job. Okay, first things first, though. We need to get rid of this. The best way to do that is going to be to sack my Young Priestess. As much as I don't like to do that. But it will give me a Treant, which is very cool. There we go. Okay, so what do I do here? We're going to leave that be. Let him reveal it, because he's going to take a lot of damage regardless. Yeah, he'll kill the Dalaran Mage. That's actually fine. That's going to give me a bunch of stuff, and then once my Ironbark Protector comes out... Oh, God, I didn't attack! Ah, idiot, idiot, idiot. I just threw away 4 damage. That was stupid.
Give me a quest.
Alright, Questing Adventurer. That's bad news. Oh, Arcanite Reaper comes out. Won't help him get through this Dalaran Mage all that much. I mean, he can hit it, certainly, and then he can maybe follow it up. He's going to go Nightblade. Is he going to charge the Tiger into it? Hopefully. I'm really surprised he did this. I wouldn't have done that. I would have not done as much damage that way. Is he going right for me? That's pretty much suicidal. I wouldn't do that. Oh, feel free to give me a card. Feel free. Totally happy with that. Yeah, I think he's not played that well. Not at all. Oh, oh, oh. That is mean and unreasonable. Alright, son. Enough of your nonsense. Alright, we're gonna use the Acolyte of Pain on the Questing Adventurer right here to get cards. Gets us a Wrath next turn. Great, great, great. Now we need rid of the Stranglethorn Tiger. What we're going to use to do that, we're going to throw a Treant at it. There we go. What do we use to kill the Questing Adventurer? We're going to throw the other tree at it. Then we're going to throw the rest of our stuff at it. And now he's going to cry. Just no. Just no. None of that. Heroic Strike. 9 damage. He will kill the Ironbark Protector, and he's going to feel very good about himself. Then I'm going to make him cry. And it doesn't matter. I can kill him. But I'm going to make him cry.
A natural mistake.
Now he cries. GG. Beaten to death by trees. This is a good deck. This is a good Druid deck. I'm happy with this. Hell, you know, if I go 4-3 now, I'll still be happy, you know. Going past the 50% win ratio is the only aim that I have. I don't ever pretend to be a pro player. That went really well. I'm happy with that. Very cool. Let's play... Oh, this is good. Love this track. Love it. In fact, we're just going to play this full volume for the next couple of minutes. Pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. Yeah, that's awesome. It's a really great track. It's actually from Assassin's Creed 2. It's called Fight in Venice. I absolutely love it. Alright. Ooh, nice. There's some cool stuff. A little bit of Ace Combat. Let's get back in the fight. Okay, so Raging Worgen, just a little bit of sparring initially. He has a slight card advantage because I did burn a little bit. Such is the way of things. I was thinking of going Master Swordsmith earlier. It could have worked, but it does rely on the Master Swordsmith being alive for longer than I expect. Oh, he's going to Heroic Strike it. Alright, cool. So we're sort of trading removal right now. I'm kind of glad they did that then, because now I could safely play the Acolyte of Pain. So that's what we're going to do. Acolyte of Pain comes out, because he's already used a big damage card. So we might be able to get a couple of cards out of this Acolyte of Pain instead of just one, which will make it better value. Corcoran Elite. Okay, I guess we're not getting that. Alright, he is charging hard. Alright, so that's going down. Naturalize. That is not the card I was looking for. Okay, well... This is kind of annoying because we can't remove the Corcoran Elite in one turn. Unless we want to use Naturalize, and I really don't. I might play the Direwolf Alpha just to make him trade. That's assuming he even does. Anything I play right now is going to die, so... We could naturalize it, but it gives him 2 cards. 2 cards! It's so unpleasant. Alright, we're going to play the Direwolf Alpha. Armor up a little bit. See if he wants to trade it over. See where it goes. He might trade it. I mean, he's already killed 1 thing with it. It's pretty good value, and Direwolf Alpha can be a big threat, but he might just go right for me. We'll see. He may have another option. It's a possibility. I didn't want to go for him because even with the armor I would have taken 3 and then he could have hit me again and that would have been 7 total plus 1 creature dead, which is exceptional value. So I don't want to let him do that. Incidentally, thank you to all the new subscribers tonight. It's very, very cool. I know the stream's very late. Usually I don't do it this late. I just felt like it today. Ooh, slam. Okay. Don't know if I'd have used a slam there. He's going after me now, though. Alright. I can Starfire it, but I hate using a 6-cost card to do that. Okay, so Knife Juggler is not really the play here. Well, actually, it kind of is. Yeah, okay, so we could get lucky here, or we could get colossally unlucky. So here's the ways that this could go. Knife Juggler could kill the boar. Knife Juggler could put 1 knife into the Cochrane Elite. I could then charge at it and kill it with my Shapeshift. Unfortunately, Knife Juggler is going to die regardless of what I do there. So I don't necessarily like that. The alternative is that we Starfire the Cochrane Elite, which I hate doing. But I have no way of killing it reliably this turn. It's just going to do more damage if I don't do that. So I'm going to Starfire the damn thing. I hate that I had to do that. That was, in my opinion, a massive waste of Starfire. But at least it does give me cards and options. And it doesn't mean that I have a 4 damage creature beating on me every turn. As your Drake comes out. Which is actually not a bad choice for a warrior. They do have a decent amount of spells that are affected by that, so I'm salty about losing that, though. Okay, Acidic Swampoos against a warrior. We absolutely hold on to this, because Arcanite Reapers can be smashed by these very effectively. Alright, what does that leave us with? Well, we can Bite, which gets rid of the Azure Drake, which I think is a good play. And we could play the Swordsmith or the Knife Juggler. And that would guarantee... Knife Juggler is not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, Knife Juggler is actually the best play here, because it's a 3-2. So, minimum, we kill that with it. So, let's do that. Alright, cool. I'm going to start with Bite. We will Bite and kill that. Take no damage, which is great. And then we'll play the Knife Juggler. So, yes, he absolutely can kill it. We know that. That's fine. That's still trading 3 costs worth of minions for 2. If he decides to do that. Minimum, he just trades the Razorfen Hunter for it. And Knife Juggler's often priority targets, so... At this stage of the game, a Knife Juggler's not that great. Get one of these out early, and it's picking off low-cost minions. Get it out now, it doesn't really matter. So we can use it as a bullet magnet here to get rid of this Razorfen Hunter. And we have the next play being an Ironbark Protector if need be. And it seems like the best option I've got here. Nothing else that I have in my hand is really going to work. I want to keep a hold of this Acidic Swampoos, just in case he plays an Arcanite Reaper or a Gorehowl. If he plays a Gorehowl, he's going to cry so much if I play this. So this stays in my hand regardless of what we do. So it's probably going to be an Ironbark Protector for the follow-up here. If he had immediate removal, he'd have probably got rid of that already. He's already used 1 slam. Warsong Commander comes out. Does he have a follow-up? Senjin Shieldmaster. Alright, he's probably going to use that for it. Okay, that's pretty good. Good for him, anyway. Not good for me. So, Ironbark Protector would trade for pretty much everything on the board here. Does he have enough damage to kill it? He does. Only just. Irritatingly enough. Alright. It's really the only option we currently have. It's either that or we play the Silverhand Knight, which is 4-2. What happens if we play the 4-2? Well, he doesn't have any straight trades for the 4-4, right? So he'd have to sacrifice 2 creatures to get rid of that. He could... I think that might not be a bad idea and hold on to the Ironbark Protector, because otherwise, I mean, he's going to run his entire board into it and kill it. I think we play the Silverhand Knight. I really do. And then we follow that one up with the Master Swordsmith for a little bit extra damage, because that means we could get a 3-2 Squire, which would make the trading even more awkward. Like, you couldn't safely trade the Hunter or the Warsong Commander for the Squire. It's a bit RNG, but I think this is the best play.
Squire.
Yeah. The other possibility as a warrior that we always have to bear in mind, by the way, is that a warrior has execute, potentially. So if he does 1 damage to the Ironbark Protector, it pops, and then we're in serious trouble. So this is the better play, I feel. Nice, we got the Squire, cool. So that's put him in a really awkward spot. So he's now kind of forced into this awkward situation. Let's see what his follow-up is. Azure Drake comes out, that's not going to really help him right now. He could go right after me, but he doesn't actually have that much damage. Just if you look at his field, it looks scary, but they're not big damage creatures. They're 1s, 2s, and 3s. Oh, that is awful. Oh, no. Commanding Shout. He kills everything I have. Oh. And I have no AoE. Damn it. Well, it was gonna work, except he had that 1 card which makes it not. Son of a... Well, he can't attack with the Azure Drake this turn, at least I know that, because it's asleep. Oh no, it has charge. What am I talking about? He has a charge minion. That's irrelevant. That's terrible news. God damn it. These guys can't go below 1 health this turn because of Commanding Shout. He wipes my entire board. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Now we're going to have to go for the Ironbark play. Thankfully, we've got 2 of them. I'm tempted to naturalize as well, honestly, but I don't want to give him any more cards. But that's going to put me under, most likely. Ironbark is out. If he hasn't got an execute, I clear his board. Mostly. If he does have an execute, I don't clear the board. Do we naturalize or not? It's a big risk. It gives him 33% more cards to play with. It gets rid of the Azure Drake. It's a risk. It's a risk we may have to take. We're going to take the risk. We're going to naturalize. We're going to kill off the Azure Drake. He now has 7 cards. Is one of them an execute? Now we find out. We're banking on it not being one. He has enough to kill that.
I've got the beast.
No! A big you... How could you... Oh! Oh my god, how lucky can you be? If Naturalize gave that to him, then I hate myself forever. A big game hunter. Oh. Son of a... This is bad. I don't believe it. Ow. 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 I think it's safe to say we're probably done for. This guy has safely outlooked me. I think, yeah, we're actually dead regardless, I think. We'll armor up. Oh. Yeah, we're toast. I think. Yeah, we're dead. GG. We can't win from this position. We definitely can't now. GG.
I can see.
That sucked. That was terrible. Commanding Shout fucked me so hard. It was the one card that could have done it. 4-1. 4-2, actually. This is the current stats. Oh, ouch. That hurt. That was painful. God damn it.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Alright. Mage time. This may very well be the last game of the evening. Alright, we're going to toss the Assassin. Okay, we've got options here. We can turn 2 Power of the Wild for 3-2 Panther if we like. We can save up for the Farseer. Let's save and see what he does. Because we've got a couple of